without you.
Mm-mm. No, who would send us our emails? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I sent it to you guys. I don't know what.
David
I
sent
get-
it
I
by
know.
email this last time, the last couple times.
I was just kidding.
I spilled wine or water on mine, so that'd be good to have a new copy.
Okay. I will do that. So I'll
Yeah, look at the list and
It's-
think about it.
I
Make
just
sure.
don't. Yeah. Well, I might. Yeah, I'll do it either way because we're gonna be up there an extra week. Oh, we're recording this. Never mind. I'll wait till we're off the air
Okay.
to explain why. We don't know who's watching. The world is watching. Okay, I'm gonna share something.
Excuse me.
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
A wine a week.
It'll come back. So good evening, anyone that's watching. This is virtual wine tasting in the era of post-coronavirus. It is April 7th, 2025, and tonight we're going to look into Applegate Valley AVA. I am your host, David Mayer, who is the wino snob of Wine of His Life. And our tasting panel tonight comprised of these fine folks. Hey, where was Scott?
Fishing.
Oh, he's fishing. He's back to fishing. Okay.
They started fishing.
Scott's not here tonight. Nan's here. Bill's here. Dorothy's here. Sharon's here. Eric's here. Maybe, I don't think Mo's coming and Jenny's not coming. Maddie's not coming.
I like that bottle with the flower on it.
Oh. This one? Oh, that one. Yeah, that's pretty, huh? Something Lily.
Oh, that one up there. Yeah. Whoops.
So we'll tasting panel. Hello.
Hello.
Would you like to talk about the wine you're having tonight? Or whatever you're having tonight? Bill,
Ooh.
you want to start? Start us off?
Sure. I'll talk about the wine we have. It's non-compliant, but at least it's from Oregon.
Okay.
So it's a Willamette Valley.
Okay.
Agree.
Sounds good.
And it says it's from Dundee in Willamette Valley.
Okay. We'll be there on June
13.
3rd. June 30th we'll be in Dundee Hills.
Right. We have a wine for that one. So 13.3 on the alcohol. Aromas of white peach, pear, and honeysuckle. And I'm not sure what honeysuckle smells like or tastes like, but the white peach and the pear definitely. The palate offers layers of green apple. I agree with that. Apricot and key lime. I've got to search for those, but I'll bet they're there. And that's all I know.
And
True.
And I'm having a Deschutes fresh squeezed non-alcoholic IPA.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, how is that?
Actually, I think non-alcoholic beer is a better bet than you still get a lot of hop flavor. There's hops in it, and so you still get flavor. It's lighter but it's just fine.
Okay.
That sounds like Burt Lancaster. Everything's fine. It's fine.
She's preparing, if you remember, folks, Dorothy is preparing for her surgery and she's not drinking 4 weeks before her surgery.
Oh,
When's your surgery, Dorothy?
Friday.
Friday? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, am I not supposed to drink? I have surgery on oops.
That was just my surgeon's recommendation. Was that
I didn't read that
extra
part.
healthy.
Oh.
HIPAA. Okay. Okay. Nan, what you got?
Actually, I'm drinking good old H2O tonight.
Oh,
So I didn't have the wine and I
cheers.
just didn't feel like it. So,
I still got 2 weeks to go, or a little less than 2 weeks. Eric and Sharon?
We're in Los Gatos.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Eric's drinking water. My water's over on my desk.
Well, that's, three of us are
We
doing water.
we
That's,
stopped in to say hi.
well, and Dorothy's pretty much doing flavored water.
Right.
Right?
I actually have started drinking non-alcoholic Coors, which
Coors?
no, Corona, and I
Corona.
really like it because it tastes the same. I just put lime in it and salt, and it tastes like the other stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's because Coors doesn't have a lot of flavor.
Not
Not
Coors,
Coors.
it was Corona.
Oh, Corona.
Corona.
Oh, and also doesn't have a,
So, right.
sorry.
No, but it's very refreshing when you're hot and or you just get home. We have those little mini ones, but they have alcohol in them, and that's the most important part
Yeah.
of the ingredient here.
The only one. And what kind of flavor water are you drinking, Karen?
Well, Kirkland.
Oh, okay.
It is from Willamette.
Oh, then she got a Willamette.
It's a Willamette.
Also Pinot Gris, is that what I see?
No, it's a Pinot.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see the last part.
Yeah, and it's okay. I don't remember. I just grabbed everything they had from Oregon. They had 3
Okay.
different bottles, so I got that. So none of them are from the regions I went through. Like I said,
I do have a Dundee Hills Pinot in my closet right here.
oh,
Uh-huh.
huh.
Yeah.
So now, it's basically, it says deep red cherry and plum aromas and some kind of cane berries and a touch of French oak to seamlessly balance the fruit. Okie doke. Okay. Acid and silky tannins. And it's 12.3.
Hmm.
It's whatever. It's from Oregon.
We're in Oregon.
Yep. So I was kind of close.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, it's
You went
close.
to Oregon,
My
right?
water's from Fremont, so I don't know how close that is.
Well, it's better than the Ohio water. It's pretty far.
It's from my refrigerator dispenser.
No, it
What's
isn't.
wrong with our Ohio water?
No, I didn't mean he was bad. No, I said it's far. It's far away from Oregon. That's what I meant. No, your water's
Definitely
fine.
far. Definitely far.
Isn't yours well water?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was good. Yeah.
On the Little Indian.
Ours is from the Fremont aquifer. Okay, let's we could describe our waters. Does it taste like water?
Tastes like water.
Aromas of nothing.
Nothing.
Chlorine.
No
We
chlorine.
bring our water
My-
from our house. which is
Oh.
no
like
chlorine in our water. Yeah.
None of
Really?
mine.
Slight. I can't remember the word. Oh, never mind. Okay.
You don't have a filter?
Yeah.
We have like 3 filters that our water goes through.
Oh, in your house?
Mm.
In your house?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so we have a reverse osmosis filtration system, and then it goes into our refrigerator, which also has a filter.
yeah.
Yeah.
The refrigerator has one. That's it.
I mean, we can take it out. We don't.
Oh, has it? Notes of fluoride. That's what I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
don't.
no fluoride in mine.
They don't fluoridate our water here. I thought,
I think they
they're always
still-
talking about it, but I looked it up and it's not fluoridated. And I actually, maybe there's natural fluoridation in some water anyway, so it's not.
They still fluoride our water, Sue?
What?
They still put fluoride in our water? We don't know. What do we know? Nothing. Okay, so let's go back here again. And Sharon's page.
Excuse me.
Some things don't change. Okay, tonight's song is a lot shorter, Eric.
A lot.
A lot. It's
Lot shorter.
I'd have to sing it twice.
No, I think once is gonna be enough. Thank you. Thank you. You gonna want everyone to sing?
Huh?
Ooh, I need your wine, babe. I guess you know it's true. I hope you need my wine, babe, just like I need yours. Hold the glass, love the wine. Hold the glass, love the wine. Don't drink nothing but wine, babe. 8 wines a week. Love your every wine, girl, especially down my throat. Thing I can say, girl, love wine more than goat. Hold the glass, love the wine. Hold the glass, love the wine. But don't drink nothing but wine, babe. 8 wines a week. 8 wines a week. I love wine. 8 wines a week. It's not enough to show the cork. Ooh, I need your wine, babe. 8 wines a week. Love wine every time, babe. 8 wines a week. 8 wines a week. 8 wines a week.
How many times? Maybe 8.
Job.
Okay, so that was there's probably more Beatles songs. I don't know what
Ooh, excuse me.
coming up. So we are in Oregon, and we're down here in Southern Oregon. And so we have Southern Oregon. And tonight we're in this little spot right here in the middle of Rogue Valley, which is the Applegate Valley AVA. And what's funny is the Rogue Valley AVA is on both sides of the Applegate AVA. Interesting, right?
Hmm.
Weird, very weird. And we know that it's 350 miles to San Francisco from there and 50 miles to the coast. That's all we need to know.
Mhm.
Here is a piece of the Applegate Valley. You got vineyards and you got trees and houses and roads. So nestled in southern Oregon's beautiful Siskiyou Mountains, the Applegate Valley AVA fully engages all of your senses with extraordinary wine, none of them which are we tasting tonight. Stunning mountain vistas, incredible outdoor recreation, eclectic arts festivals, and an abundance of agricultural riches to tempt your palate. The wines of the Applegate Valley have been recognized around the world with articles in leading American publications like the New York Times and the international wine journals in England, France, and Italy. It was established in the year 2000. Total areas are 278,190 acres. Only 750 acres are actually planted. Predominant varieties, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Syrah, Tempranillo, and Pinot Noir. The predominant soils are stream sediments because they're in a valley. Here's another shot of the valley. That's me flying overhead taking this picture.
Yeah.
Good job.
It was really tough getting that shot, especially since I'm way up there and I'm down at ground level here. You do what you got to do. Um, Applegate Valley's wine industry began in 1852 when an early settler named Peter Britt planted wine grapes. In 1873, he opened Valley View Winery, Oregon's first official winery. Valley View closed in 1907, then Prohibition hit. It wasn't until the 1970s, after modern pioneers began discovering the neighboring area's quality wine growing conditions that the Applegate Valley experienced a resurgence of winemaking. It began with a few family-run wineries that planted their roots and opened their doors. Today, this area is an important wine-growing region, turning out a diversity of high-quality wines. The appellation became official in 2000. The Applegate AVA is contained within the larger Rogue Valley and Southern Oregon AVAs. It stretches 50 miles north from the California border to the Rogue River just west of Grants Pass. Surrounded by the Siskiyou Mountains, the Applegate Valley is shielded from cooling marine winds coming from the Pacific Ocean. Vineyards are typically grown at elevations up to 2,000 feet and experience hot days and cool nights. The Applegate River greatly influenced the development of soils in the area. Most vineyards are planted on stream terraces or alluvial fans, providing deep, well-drained soils that are ideal for high-quality wine grapes. Wines from this region are generally plush, full-bodied, fruit-forward Bordeaux and Rhone-style wines with a subtle, just kidding, underlying minerality. Another nice picture of Applegate Valley.
Are you still in the sky?
I'm up high somewhere. I might be on the mountaintop, maybe.
Okay.
I landed. Oh, I landed. Yes. Another picture. This one pretty rugged looking.
Oh, yeah.
Also part of yeah, pretty cool.
Don't see any grapes there.
Right.
Yeah, kind of landscaping.
They're right around the corner of this little cliff right here. Yeah, right around
Okay.
there. So located near the nationally recognized historic town of Jacksonville. You guys know that one? In the Rogue Valley of Southern Oregon, Valley View was originally established by pioneer Peter Britt in the 1850s. The winery ended with Britt's death in 1906. The name was restored in 1972 by Frank and Ann Wisnowski and family of their vineyard and family for their vineyard and winery planted in the beautiful Applegate Valley, just 9 miles from Jacksonville. The Applegate and Rogue Valleys offer a large variety of soil types and microclimates that allow a great diversity of grape varieties to be grown. Because of the Applegate Valley is considerably sunnier, warmer, and drier than elsewhere in Western Oregon, Valley View concentrates on Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Viognier, Syrah, and Tempranillo at our estate vineyard. Valley View is also famous for Rogue Red, a blend of 7 varietals. Valley View produces a variety of wines which will please every palate. The Valley View label represents premium quality wines at very affordable prices. The Domaine Rogue label represents the finest wines produced and is only available in the best vintages. This is pretty cool. Nice looking. I assume the tasting room's in there. Looks pretty nice. And there's the flower. When we first began exploring the concept of a vineyard in Southern Oregon back in 2001, we were absolute novices. While it sounds incredibly trite, we knew we loved wine, and the thought of making our own wine seemed so romantic. Though we had no idea how to start, we proceeded cautiously, and thanks to a lot of research and hard work, as well as the contributions of a lot of great people, Red Lily Vineyards has become a reality. Along the way, we've had to redefine the concept of romance with respect to the wine business. After all, it's farming first, with every vision that term conjures up and technical winemaking second. Nonetheless, we feel a compelling satisfaction that we've achieved something unique with red lily. And of course, the real romance comes from drinking the wine. Red Lily Vineyards is named for the rare Bollander's lily that grows in the neighboring Siskiyou Mountains. And this looks like this might be a sculpture.
Yeah.
That's an actual lily. That's a huge plant, man. Big flower. Let's see. Driven by their love for Southern Oregon and the amazing fruit grown in this beautiful emerging region, Krista and Scott look forward to sharing their family legacy and lifestyle amidst its bounty. We invite you to come sample and enjoy our fine wines in our tasting room 7 days a week. Well, let's go. From 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. For specific details of where and when we'll be pouring in any and outside of our local area, please visit our website for the latest, most up-to-date information. We are located directly behind Schmidt Family Vineyards and Rosella's Winery off of Missouri Flats Road. And it looks like that'd be nice to sit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Look at that. I'll take a glass of wine.
That's beautiful.
I'll take two. That's
After Easter. After Easter.
Yeah. Well, Easter.
Easter.
At Easter.
At Easter. Okay.
The Right Bank area of Bordeaux is long known for producing the most drinkable red wines in the world. That's one of the most remarkable things about the blends of Merlot and Cabernet Franc they produce. You can drink them young, enjoying their concentration of fruit, but you can also tuck them away for a decade or two and let them develop a softer, more complex weave of flavors. Unfortunately, the top tier wines made there are both rare and expensive. Yes, they are. So we've gone out of our way to bring the experience of those great wines to our fans at an affordable price. That doesn't mean skimping. We still practice those labor-intensive but time-proven old-world winemaking techniques to ensure our estate-vinted wines express the complexity and balance characteristic of their noble heritage. Come taste and see if you don't agree with others that these wines are special. I like that building's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that building's cool.
And that's it for them. So next week is the 14th, and we'll be at the Elkton AVA. We will be there, but probably none of us will have wine from there.
Okay.
We're back. How's the water?
It's just wonderful.
Okay, I'm having surgery soonest, and I'm still drinking. My bad.
I don't know.
But I haven't taken any Motrin.
Okay. You're entitled to whatever you want to do, Karen.
No, yeah, I don't want to take any Motrin because it does thin the blood.
Oh, okay.
So does alcohol, but I didn't even think about it.
Alcohol's more fun.
Yeah.
So they're just doing the one toe?
Yeah. And foot, because they have to break for the where it attaches to the foot or something. They have to realign something or other, blah blah blah. Blah
They
blah
just
blah.
break it, make it straight,
They
right?
they take a big old hammer and just they
Oh man, I would have done that for free.
I don't have
He
a
would have
copay.
enjoyed it too.
Yeah, but they give better drugs beforehand.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know about that, boy. I don't know.
So Dorothy, you have a knee?
Yes.
One or two?
Just one.
Okay, good.
One at a time.
She needs both.
You-
but
One at a time.
Good. I didn't like that other idea.
Oh, I forgot to. Oh. You know, so today's Francis
Francois?
Copeland's birthday. And
Yep.
he had both his knees done at the same time.
I know people who have done that.
Mhm. But it's very difficult.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did he do it recently?
No, it's been a couple of years, 2, 3 years.
Yeah, people do it, but I honestly, personally, that's my personal opinion and whatever. Because I actually had, when I had my feet done before, I didn't wait long as they told me to wait. I did it like 3 weeks later to do the second one. Worst mistake. That's why I have to go back. So worst mistake I ever did is not give it the correct time to heal.
No.
That's all. You could take my opinion or whatever, but that's whatever.
I had a friend of mine had both of his shoulders replaced,
Huh.
and
Who
he had
wiped
to
his
give up
butt?
like he had to give up mountain biking because they said if he falls, he's just gonna break it and destroy it. And he can't lift.
Both
supposed to lift like
shoulders
20. Yeah,
at the
he has
same
them
time?
both,
Wow.
not at the same time, but he has them both
Oh, okay.
done. So he's,
Okay.
I don't think. he
Otherwise,
does
it's
at the
hard
same
to hoist your wine glass if both
Yeah.
shoulders are shot.
Yeah.
And I was being practical. How do you wipe your butt?
That too, that's important.
I have. That's why I have a
Around the
bidet.
table, answer that question. That's very important.
No. I got tired of doing it, so I got a bidet, and then you still have to wipe it. It's not.
I'd say
Some of us have Toto Washlet
Well,
on
he
our
does too.
toilets.
Yes.
Oh, you do too, Eric, right?
Oh, Eric
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
but you need to dry it
Yeah, it
off.
has 65 settings and hotter, colder, more effects.
I only had that when I was visiting Japan at the hotel.
Well, that's where, because when we started going to Hawaii, and there's so many Japanese tourists that all the hotels put them in, right? Because they were demanding it. So that's where I figured that was a great idea. And in Europe, they have them, but they're not.
They're actual
toilet, they're like-
bidets. Yeah.
Mm.
Little water fountains.
Well, if they tariff toilet paper, that's what I'm going to go have installed.
All the toilet paper's made here in the US. Probably
That's what I thought.
90%
But
It's
you
made
gotta get
down
the-
in South Carolina and Georgia.
Yeah, unless they run out of wood. I was thinking about it. You say it's worth it, Eric?
We'll see what happens.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question about it. It is. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be looking at that before.
No, I would. Yeah. Matter of fact, we're gonna get one for our downstairs bathroom as well. Because I'm getting too old to climb upstairs every time I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I would definitely.
I brought the
Don't
subject up
skip
with
on it. Get a nice one. Get a nice one.
one with a recliner.
That one that plays music.
Sue wasn't interested in doing that, so we didn't do that.
Maybe I better buy that before the tariffs go into effect.
Yeah.
They're in effect, aren't they? In effect?
Yeah.
Not all of
Some of
them.
them are in effect. And it doesn't matter. There'll be more tomorrow. And then
We'll see.
the only insane thing it's all insane, but the biggest insane thing I can say is when you start messing with China. Because China, I'm pretty sure, could bury us anytime they want.
Yeah, everything's made there. It's
Yep.
like everything used to be made in Japan. Now it's made in China.
Can't afford Japan anymore.
Mm-mm. Now it's Vietnam.
Vietnam. Yeah. Yeah.
Clothing and shoes from
Yes.
Vietnam.
Mhm.
Yeah. Electronics from China.
I'm,
My computer comes tomorrow. Yay.
Before the price increases.
Yeah.
I guess I won't be buying wine from France anymore.
Nope.
I've got some. The good news is I have some.
Yeah, well, you said you got to sell some anyway. I just keep
Yeah, they,
your
Well,
they
but
have this.
it's all the domestic wine that want to sell. It's not the
Yeah. There's this restaurant down the street, the Tasting House, that they specialize in French champagnes. They have a lot of the French wines in other countries too. I don't know how they're going to do.
Well, it may help boost the Napa wines. I don't know.
That's true.
Who
You
knows?
never know.
Yeah,
Might
Yeah,
boost
so
sales
they can-
in the US.
I'd say most people in the West, unless you're a wine collector or a wino snob, drink domestic wine. They don't buy a lot of European wine, but that's more popular on the East Coast, New York and so forth. They typically drink French wines,
They wouldn't want to drink their own wine, right?
not necessarily. Well, it's different, and that's the whole. I was saying that to somebody. Oh, well, we make good wine here. Yeah, but and they're different though. What the European wine is different than what we make. Uh,
Well, you can still buy it. You just got to pay
Sometimes I
more.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot
that's
more.
true.
Better buy it now.
Well, some of them already, like that one note said that they were making wines like the right bank of Bordeaux because but um, they may be making that style, but they're not going to be the same as
Right.
those. And those can be there's some of the really good ones, yeah, are way out of price, but there's some lower price ones. I just don't necessarily know the chateaus on the right bank well enough to know which ones are the lower price good ones. I know that on the left bank because those are the ones that are more like the style that when we talk about a Bordeaux style made in California, that's where we're talking about the left bank, not the right bank.
So it seems to me if that increases, the tariffs increase the price of foreign wines, then that would increase the demand for the domestic wines, which would drive the price up. So the price is going to go up regardless, right? That's my
I don't know,
basic.
because right now it's kind of it's a weird situation because there's a lot of wine, and there's a lot of wine.
And the demand has gone down, but I don't think the price
Demand has gone
necessarily
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. The demand's gone down, but the prices have not gone down.
Yeah.
Exactly. And young people aren't drinking.
Half off on everything
Really?
No.
for a little while.
More of a reason to sit home and drink good wine.
Well, David, I found
certainly
David, if you want to walk in the Hayward Hills,
Uh-huh.
you and Susan like to walk. I went
Yeah.
on it's called Ukrainian Trail. It's up by Stonebrae.
I don't know what that is.
That's in the Hayward Hills.
Okay.
Oh God, it was a gorgeous walk, and it was actually a historical landmark.
Okay.
I guess these people came from Ukraine
Okay.
in the 1800s
Oh,
and lived in the Hayward Hills. I took some pictures and I posted them on Saturday. It was just a beautiful, beautiful walk.
we've walked in the hills up above Moreau,
Yeah.
There's some nice hiking back
Garen
there.
trails, all the Garen trails. Yeah.
Garen and Dry Creek.
Mhm.
And we did one that went way back. I didn't even know how far back that park went, but we went so far back, we actually were in a redwood grove back there.
Oh.
Didn't even know there was redwood trees up in Hayward
Where
Hill.
was that now? Was that part of the?
It was in Garen. But
It
it's
was in Garen? Okay.
way back.
Okay.
It was pretty. That was a cool hike.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't do hikes, so you guys might not like it. It was a nice walk.
Oh, okay.
It was all uphills. It was uphills, but the trails were good.
Yeah, there's a lot of when you get up the hills, there's a lot of uphill.
Yeah, there's a lot of uphills. It was that part was, but it was good because the ground is paved. It's a part of it, and then you go into the dirt, but the trails are really good. I'm not a hiker. Can't do that, but I'm a
We're not.
walker.
I mean, we're not a. I mean, we like hiking, but we're not necessarily fast hikers. We're
Okay.
yeah. But I didn't. Probably the hardest, other than in the area, other than Mission Peak, which we've done several times.
Mhm.
That's hard.
Yeah, that one's hard.
We went one that's in Sunol, what, maybe 2 years ago. That was just, it was just all up, and not just, I mean, steep up. Oh, then it was all steep going
Steep
down,
down. Mhm.
coming back. But that was a very difficult hike. It's right just out of that little village of Sunol.
Yep.
It just starts right there and
Well,
goes.
then I won't go there.
Okay. It starts out nice, but then it goes just goes up from there.
I
And just
have to compare notes when first time I was in Italy with a guy, and we were doing the Cinque Terre. And we took a wrong turn, and we're walking by this guy's vineyard, and he's down below this and he looks up at us, and he watches us walk by like this, like scratching his head. And then we found out why, because it was so steep, we were practically crawling up.
Oh no.
And finally, I looked at my friend and I said, but there was a trail. Someone had gone up there or something. Finally, I looked at him and I said, I'm not going any further than this. This can't be right. Then we had to go back down and find the correct path.
Probably
But we started in close to Portofino. And normally people don't start there. They start further down the path. They drive to a different location, but it was
those vineyards, because they are so steep, they have little trolleys that when they do harvest, they put the grapes in bins on the trolleys and go up the hill. Yeah, because it's too steep for even donkeys.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're on the mule train.
Yeah.
There were no vineyards where we went. There were just the vineyards where the guy walked by a trail, and it was down below. It was like we were on a cliff thing, and he was just like 10 feet below us. He just looked at us like stupid Americans don't know where. Yeah. But fortunately, I was young then, so I could.
You could hack it.
You were a young one?
I was.
No, Sharon's off screen.
Yeah, she's working. That's
okay. That's nice.
I can still hear you though.
I worked this week. I worked Saturday. I went in. Hadn't been there for 2 weeks. That was fun. Yeah, my boss said he wants me to come in on Friday. I said, okay. And then he texted me back. I thought maybe he wanted me there for some good reason. And he texted me back as well. Really, there's not much going on. And if you come in, you're just going to be standing around doing nothing. And I go, I don't think that's worth the drive.
Nope.
Well, if you get paid enough.
Well, no, I don't get paid enough. But I went in on Saturday, and Saturday wasn't, they could have seriously not had me go in on Saturday, and it would have been a little tighter, but there was plenty of us to work. That I left early too.
I'm now debating whether or not I should renew my nursing license.
Ah,
Oh,
Is that an
Because-
expensive proposition?
Because I think my 401k is in the tank. I haven't looked.
Oh, yeah, they said, don't look at your 401ks.
I didn't look. I don't know. Should I? Maybe I'll just renew inactive. I don't know. This will be first time in 47 years I haven't had a nursing license.
yeah.
What you should do is renew, and so you can keep your options open, just renew it.
Just renew it, pay the inactive.
Yeah.
I can't do the
No.
active because the active is like triple the amount. Yeah, I don't want to spend 180 bucks on
Do you still have to do the CE units if you're?
not if you're inactive.
Oh, okay.
Now did Sue renew hers?
She dropped it. She hasn't been active since 2019.
Oh, okay. This will be the first time since 1977.
Yeah, she said never again.
Okay. Okay. I'm just debating. I was thinking
Yep.
about today.
40 years was enough.
So
I
I
hear
said
you.
40 years of fun was enough.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, folks. Well,
I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I have my group coming over early this tonight.
For dinner?
I thought we were your group.
Yeah, I've got two groups.
we're group one.
Yeah, group one without food. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, without
Without
we are. It's funny that you say that because we're having a appetizer potluck,
Oh, that's fun.
oh,
and we're playing bunco.
Oh, that's fun.
I've never played before.
Yeah, but
You
bunco
gotta be
without
drink. You
drinking,
gotta be drinking for bunko.
no, for drunko, you gotta be.
They will be drinking. I've got a nice bottle of RC 2013 that I'm open for them.
Only one bottle?
Well, I got more. I mean,
I'm just kidding.
there's
I'm
bottles
just-
everywhere.
2013.
Yeah.
Actually, we drank 2 RCs in the last week or so. My Sharon has
One,
grown
right?
have a taste for it. So
RC.
I like it.
We've got a few left.
yeah,
Well, I thought I'd give them something a little better. Last week I gave them the family select, which is okay. It's okay. Sue said, "What's wrong with that?" It's not as good. So I'm giving them something better. So we're gonna wrap it up.
wrap it up.
Put a bow
Okay.
on it.
Okay.
See you all next
Bye,
week.
gang.
Bye.
It was good seeing everybody. Sorry for 3 weeks.
Yep.
You
Good luck
had
on all the
You're
surgery.
allowed vacation.
Thank you.
There's all stuff going on. So we'll
Okay.
see you next time.
Okie doke.
All right.
Look it
All
out.
right. Good night.
Good
Night.
night.